Hey everybody, how's that working? Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Good day, good evening, good morning. Good morning if that applies. How's everybody doing? Yeah, so why don't we start with that? Hey, it's genre appropriate anyways. So the Casablanca clip, Lamia. Before we start. Sound check is great, huh? Yeah, I like this music a whole lot. The game has collectibles, as the screen shows, a lot of collectibles, and they have fantastic descriptions. But the music stops when you look at the items, so this beautiful music will be disrupted a bit as we go for other good bits of lore. Home Alone! Oh, that's right, this is the day. This is the day. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I have to take my dogs to the vet very early tomorrow, so I can't really run late tonight. But I hope you will run around the house and tear it up. And take the fan. Take the fan and put it somewhere where it only blows cold air on you. So, Casablanca, we watched the clip. We watched the clip and talked about it a little bit. And I guess the heart of the joke is what watch? What watch? The idea that it's a more literal translation as the couple who is coming to America and practicing their English even before they've left. They're trying to speak in English. And what time? The question would be translated as what time is it? But the literal translation comes out as in one form as watch. What watch? Much watch. Much watch. I guess how much time? What time? How much time? What watch? Much watch. Anyways, I probably didn't express that clearly. But it was all about the literal translation. The literal translation being a bit different than how you would say it. You wouldn't, in America, ask someone, what watch is it? What watch is it? Is it what? What watch is dinner? At any rate. Welcome, welcome. Valiant Hearts, The Great War. Another Ubisoft game. Another Ubisoft game. I think the same studio that did Child of Light. But no Yale poetry falling flat on its face this time. But I think this is the Montreal studio as well. So Ubisoft, small Montreal studio. So I think who did this? Let's check actually. Yeah, well, Montpellier. Developed by Ubisoft Montpellier. It is funny. Now I at least got the scene. I enjoyed the scene more, getting the joke. Quite a bit. And that storm video, that was impressive. Especially the picture. I don't know where that picture came from or what it was assembled from. The storm system over your city, over Germany. That part was incredible. It was a heck of a storm system. So I've never finished this game. I've played about half of it. And we're starting fresh. How Long to Beat says this is about a 6-hour game. 6, 7, 8 hours depending. So we should be able to do it in one night. I'm hoping for one night. And I'm thinking tomorrow, Book of Unwritten Tales. Lamia, you know about how far I was. Maybe you could guess. Do you think that's finishable from where I was? Finishable in one night? 6, 7 hours. I'd like to maybe try and finish that tomorrow. I kind of changed my mind about going back to Pillars on Friday. I think I might play more Don't Starve on Friday, but I haven't decided. Anyways, let's get going. If we want to finish this tonight, we better get started. If you start a new game, you will lose your current progress. Yes. Freely inspired by
August
events
1st,
unfolding on the Western Front.
1914. After the assassination of Prince Franz Ferdinand of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, the German Empire declares war on Russia. Because of established alliances, France is preparing for conflict. A few hours after the announcement of the general mobilization, German civilians living in France are asked to leave the country. Karl is one of them.
German civilians living in France asked to leave the country. I fear there will be onions tonight.
A few days after Karl was deported, the war was hungry for more and took away Emil as well. A heavy-hearted Emil was called up to fight and left the farm for Samuel. Like so many others, he had no idea what fate had in store for him.
So one more quick note on the Casablanca clip. I got a message from my mother just now, Olivia, and Crash, in the voice of Tail Gribble. No, I don't think I'm going to try to counteract the onions, but thank you. We are Woo. How are you doing? How are you doing? Hello. Hello. So Lamia had linked to a clip from Casablanca, the classic film, and I got a little clarification here. The part I could not remember accurately. My mother says, Ur can be translated as hour or wristwatch. So hour translated as hour or wristwatch. So when he says, Wie viel Uhr, what time is it? Could be translated as, what watch? What watch is it? And there's the heart of that scene, that joke. What watch? All right. Well, Lamia, if we go back to Book of Unwritten Tales tomorrow, maybe you could help me move through it a little more quickly. So, there will be a great number of text boxes and item descriptions that are worth repeating, worth reading. War is declared. June 28, 1914, Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to the Austrian-Hungarian throne, was assassinated in Sarajevo. As a result of the chain of diplomatic and military alliances in place, the event launched Europe into an armed conflict that, with the involvement of colonies, took on a global dimension. August 1st, Germany declared war on Russia. August 3rd, Germany declared war on France. August 4th, Britain declared war on Germany. August 11th and 12th, France and Britain declared war on Austria-Hungary. The barracks and the regiment, battalions comprised of battalion headquarters and 4 companies, a total of 1,007 men in all. Companies were composed of 4 platoons, in turn divided into 4 sections, each of 12 men, commanded by an NCO. Britain was slow to mobilize on the Western Front. Half its army was overseas, and with the genuine fear of invasion, infantry divisions were held in reserve in Britain and not included in the British Expeditionary Force. While conscription only came into force in 1916, voluntary enlistment was initially overwhelming, with 750,000 men eager to show their patriotism. Railways. With the outbreak of war, each country was eager to dispatch its army in situ as quickly as possible to gain the advantage. Railways were essential for mobilization and supply. By August 1914, the British realized the importance of rail in the war effort and dispatched Royal Engineers to the front to build new lines. By 1917, 40,000 enlisted railway soldiers were working for the RE in France and Flanders. The debacle of August 1914. I think it's the music. The onions are from the music right now. Just from the music. That's all it takes sometimes, huh? What music? There's an extra light I had on here. In the early fighting, the German army made swift progress. After invading Belgium, they marched on Paris in late August. French troops retreated en masse, and units were outflanked and repelled, taken prisoner, or killed. The months of August to September 1914 marked the bloodiest period of the war, with over 180,000 French casualties alone. The French authorities described the debacle as an organized retreat. The war to win over public opinion had begun. So each chapter has its own collectibles with contextual descriptions that are worth looking at. I don't know that we'll find them all, but we'll find many. Liberté, égalité, fraternité. Probably did not say that right. Oh, just like Superman. Suited up like that. Oh, yes, did we forget something? To war! Yes, your training is almost complete. So we could wait and then read the collectibles, or we can read them as we get them. I'm going to start by reading them as we get them. We'll see how that goes. German helmet, the legendary pointed German helmet. Help me out with this, Lamia, or my mother, who is watching again tonight. The Pickelhaube. The Pickelhaube was used by German forces until 1916, and was then replaced by much more efficient steel helmets. The different parts of the helmet, including the point for defense against saber attack, were adapted according to the rank, origin, and weapon used by the soldier. On some helmets, the point was rounded. So that fantastic, sad music will play on the item screen, even if the game screen has horns and, well, whatever's on the game screen. Pickelhaube. Emphasize the E, huh? Haube. Is that right? Oh, you don't like what I've done, huh? Am I taking out the dummy or the wall? I thought I was taking out the wall. I suppose I am taking out the dummy. Oh, where's Dale? Jeez, let me make sure I know where Dale is before we move on. We gotta have Dale on deck. Dale must be on deck. In order to find Dale, we had to go through Donna and Jack. Okay. March! We march.
My dear Marie, we are on our way to Paris. The atmosphere here is strangely cheerful. I hope that the harvest goes well. Rely on our neighbors for help. They've always been gracious and charitable people. I'll write again as soon as I get my assignment. Please kiss my little grandson for me.
At the train depot in Paris, trying to reach his regiment at Platform 21, Emile would meet the man he would soon fight alongside. The man who would come to be his truest friend.
I have detected a
Thou
signal
shalt
embedded
not
in the
pass.
static.
Robert Blake, thank you for the follow and welcome. Welcome, welcome. Hope you enjoy this. It's quite a game, huh? I don't know if you've seen this before or played it before. Played about half of it. Hey, leave him alone. And yet still, you shall not pass. We've got white wine, and there's red wine. Okay. New diary unlocked. Let's take a look here. So these are the different characters we'll encounter in the game. We've already met a couple. All right. I started training at the military camp today. I can't help thinking of Carl, who's probably doing the same in Germany. The declaration of war has created havoc. I hope Marie and the neighbors manage to finish the harvest in time. And this is, it's not Carl, there's Carl. It feels strange to return to Germany. At least Emile can take care of Marie and Victor. Things should calm down in the months to come. It's all so meaningless. He doesn't know that he's also at war. Oh, we haven't met everyone yet, so... Well, we've met Marie. After Carl, it's Daddy's turn to leave. Why did they have to call him up? Wasn't it enough to expel my dear, sweet love from these lands? Why do they want to put Daddy in uniform? He's too old to fight. And now they've left me all alone, with the harvest on the way and Victor to take care of. Letter from a French soldier. Dear parents, I am all set to be mobilized to the front. Oh, wish I could pronounce all the towns properly. We're going to take Alsace? Help me out here. Lamia? Do you know how that's pronounced? I know my mother would know, in which case she'll shoot me a text. She's here all week and has been watching the stream. And I get these great little text messages from her while I'm streaming with whatever. So I might get one with a pronunciation. And Lorraine, I'm going to take them back from the Germans. Don't worry, I'll be home before Christmas. All my love, Marcel. No, you may not climb the ladder. But I love music. Well, okay then. You bet. I knew I'd get a message. Oh, I was hoping for pronunciation more than anything, but Alsac, is that it? Alsac? Thank you, Robert. I was suggesting that, Lamia. The only catch is the only sound from the game is in the headphones. I could give her another pair of headphones and run a splitter. I suggested it. She might come up here at some point. Take a look. It's mumbled, but they're actually speaking. Where are you from? USA.
August 21st, 1914. Emil's regiment was sent to fight against the 71st German Division, led by Baron von Dorf. The general cheer of the first hours dissipated into the fear of first combat.
Ah, Alsace. 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 Pronunciation. Second message. Alsace. How does she feel about my streaming? I think she's quite interested in what it all is, and she's really gotten to see it this week. Bits of it. I even showed her some of the highlights from Bloodborne. So it might have been my plan to keep it light while she's here, but I showed her. I think she's got a good sense of what's going on. Probably the best thing for her, and I'm just guessing here, is to see me happy. I really enjoyed doing this. This has been fantastic. Still getting better all the time. So thank you all for being here. Did he say Vive la France? Pretty sure he did. No! And so ends the war. I would say no pressure. I would say no pressure, but I'm sure she would love that. She would love that. No, don't die. We have a long way to go. You mustn't die. No, no. We are woo. Are you, Oh man, sorry, I was looking at chat. No, that was scripted. We are woo. Are you using Chrome? Twitch support tweeted today. There are issues with the Chrome update.
Miss Marie Chillon. Private Emile Chillon, from the 150th Infantry Regiment, was wounded by enemy fire on August 21st. He has been captured by the enemy. Hopefully, you shall receive news from him soon. Freddy, originally from America, enlisted voluntarily in the French forces at the start of the war. Behind his bravery hid a man already devastated by the war's effects. A man with one sole obsession: punish those who had destroyed his life. It was at the Battle of the Marne that Freddy finally picked up the trail of the regiment commanded by Baron von Wolf.
You know what? We must have missed a bunch of collectibles in that first area. That's too bad. I thought I was paying attention. I'll try to pay better attention. Ouch. Yeah, we are not dropping any frames, not yet. Anyways, I hear you. Better Twitch TV is a great plugin. Well, I appreciate the feedback from multiple sources. I definitely want to know if there's anything wrong with the stream, but I think it's okay on this end, and it's probably just one of those funky Twitch things. Twitch, internet, and everything in between. French ID tag, created in 1881 in the wake of the French defeat against the Prussians in 1870-1871. The French identification tag indicated a soldier's name and surname, the year of his conscription, his place of birth, and ID number. Dog tags were used to identify corpses on the battlefield in an attempt to overcome the problem of soldiers missing in action and unidentified bodies. Americans in the French Army. Oop. Sorry, I turned off autocorrect, and so now some of my corrections are a little mangled. If possible, it is possible. If you have access to a VPN, people with buffering issues have reported fewer issues when using a VPN. I'm guessing you don't have a VPN waiting, but who was it? Concha, save, load, repeat. She was in China just recently and having big buffering issues. And she just set up a VPN, and all the buffering went away. So it is definitely a routing issue. When people are having buffering problems, and it's not strictly a bandwidth issue, if you have enough bandwidth, but you're still seeing buffering, and it's not drop frames on my end, it's very likely it's a routing issue. Or as you said, a QoS issue. Your ISP could be QoSing Twitch into oblivion. Definitely happens. If only we all had VPNs on hand. But if you have access to one, maybe give it a shot. There's some ones, free trials. But it's happening more and more. Twitch is now one of, in terms of streaming video, live video, Twitch is, I think, 60-70%. Some obnoxious statistic as to how much of internet traffic, live streaming video, internet traffic is Twitch. Just like Netflix has so much. We are woo. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it clears up. If there was anything I could do from this end, I would do it. If you have any ideas, let me know. But I think it's the internet. It's the tubes, man. It's the tubes. 128 Americans enrolled in the French army from the start of the conflict, mostly in Paris, including the poet Alan Seeger. The majority joined the Foreign Legion and took part in the Battle of the Marne. Others joined the Air Force, which later became the Lafayette Squadron. 24 gave their lives for France, including Alan Seeger. The media attention they received in the United States played a decisive role in their own country's decision to join the war 3 years later. The Battle of the Marne. Drawn up long before the war, the von Schlieffen Plan aimed at swiftly overrunning France via Belgium and northern France. After the August debacle on September 6, French troops turned to face German troops in the decisive Battle of the Marne and prevented the capture of Paris. The battle was the first time Franco-British forces managed to halt the German advance and thwart the main German battle plan. The front retreated northwards and stabilized in December, when trench warfare began in earnest. Machine guns. The Great War demonstrated the technical progress of the age, symbolized by the machine gun. World War I devices could now shoot up to 200 bullets before requiring cooling, and were perfectly integrated into infantry attacks. German machine guns' deployment in the front line gave them a vast superiority at the start of the conflict. Capture the flag. Flags were powerful symbols for each unit, and once captured became trophies. When overrun, soldiers took the time to hide or bury them before being taken prisoner. With the arrival of trench warfare, flags disappeared from the battlefield and only made an appearance at military ceremonies away from the front. TNT. Do we have TNT? No, but we have, okay, we have wire cutters. Oh yes, we are a strong man, that's right. Let's cut through this and then check the diary. Wow. Crash. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Still no drop frames, same bitrate we've been at. Everything looks pretty clean here. You definitely try Safari. I've been using Safari with no Flash plugin. We spent yet another day walking. We heard cannon fire for the first time today. I don't want to have to kill. I must stop thinking about it and get some sleep. August 24th. That letter gave me such a fright. Poor Daddy. He's been wounded and taken prisoner by the Germans. I don't know if he's seriously injured, and if he's being well taken care of. I've been told prisoners are allowed to receive letters. I shall write to him tomorrow. Climb up that. Surely I can climb up that. There will be many interruptions for the dialogue, for the lore, for the diaries. Gold button from a French uniform. The French army's horizon blue greatcoat had gold buttons. The buttons, not to mention their distinctive red trousers, proved problematic on the battlefield as they shone in the sun, making soldiers easy to spot by the enemy. If anyone notices collectibles as I walk by them, if I miss any, let me know. Let me know. Let's wait for them to fire and reload again. Yeah, Robert, if you didn't figure it out, Lamia is also German. In fact, I think more people. Oh, yes, of course, more people by numbers, sheer numbers, who have been in chat over the past couple months. More from Germany than from any other single place. Try that again. Nope. I think we just have to distract him a little bit at the right time. The Germans are back. Knock, knock. Who's there? We ask the questions. Can I do it from right here? No, don't. Yeah, jeez, don't do that. Don't do that. Do this, please. No? What am I missing here? By the way, tips are fine. Tips are fine. I've even played through this part before. It's not like we can bounce it off his head. Nor is there anything we can do over here. Figured he'd get confused and move. He doesn't seem to be interested in moving. Yeah, go investigate. Please, go investigate. Hey, Mikole. Mikole. I mean, we can smack this guy, but not if he's alert. Not if he's alert. I need help. The hint menu. Yeah, I just want the hint itself. Unlock this hint. Yeah, go for it. Sound. Yes, sound. There you go. Sound. I'm doing well. Thank you. Doing well. There we go. HQ map. Soldiers did not have sat-nav to pick their way through the countryside. The only tools they had were a compass and an HQ map. Orienteering duties were the reserve of officers and non-commissioned officers. Bye-bye. Anthony, what's happening? Tonight it is the Great War. The so-called Great War. So have any of you ever seen this game before or played it? Oh, we passed something. German cartridges. German 7.92 Mauser cartridges. The diameter of German machine gun ammunition was standard whether used in light Maschinengewehr or heavy schwere Maschinengewehr. Sorry for mangling the German. The same diameter was used for the standard German Army issue Kar 98K rifle. Only the C96 pistol used by officers was of smaller caliber, 7.63. Man. I'm sorry to hear that crash. I hope it does get sorted. I know it's not as fun, but there will be, the past broadcast will be up and it should be clean when it's up. I think you can actually watch it on a delay, and I'm not sure about this, but you might try, and it may also have buffering issues. I think when Lamia was having, before she got her new modem, when she was having buffering issues, it was the same for the VOD. And I believe you can go to past broadcasts, maybe while it's still in progress. I'm not sure about that. If anyone has ever tried, let me know if that works. It would be good to know. It's possible it won't be there until I stop the stream later. I thought I'd have another inch to plan for that. Okay. German is even hard for Germans sometimes. Fair enough. We probably did have enough time, but let's wait until this round is done. They reload again. Better check your feet, guy. Yep. Yeah, you've out-leveled me now, Anthony, by quite a bit. But if I keep playing my 200 plus, I could catch up. I've been thinking more about it, and it's not really the time to talk about it, but after I figure out the scheduling, I would like to designate one night each week for Bloodborne, and we'll start doing that. We'll do some PvP and co-op, and some challenge runs. Haven't figured out what night, but I think I'm going to do that. I can't wait. Starting it on Saturday. Let's see. Can we send this all the way up to the upper level? Maybe not. And by the way, Jay is perfect. Jay is perfect. Entropic's fine. It was pointed out to me that the J is kind of hard to notice. Entropic J. J will work perfect. It really will. Is that quickly enough? Nope. Yes. No. Come on, quickly. There we go. Embroidery. Household linen was precious, and it was often customized with embroidered initials. Contrary to received ideas, embroidery was not an exclusively female pursuit, and many POWs embroidered during captivity. Many POWs. I think you meant the third Witcher, because I think this game is awfully scripted. There's not a whole lot of decision making in Valiant Hearts. I think you mean the Witcher, hence the Abigail. Abigail was our first regret in The Witcher, and we've had many since. Tomato? I can't throw the... Come on. Tomato time.
Thanks to support from British forces, the German plan failed. The front line moved back to the north, and with the arrival of winter, froze. Soldiers holed up amid a vast labyrinth of trenches and tunnels
Labyrinth.
that would become the indelible image of the Great War. Karl's
Holes and
regiment
tunnels.
retreated to the outskirts of Neuve-Chapelle, the same camp where Emile was being held prisoner.
I wonder how much of the... A lot of the mumbling in this game is actually... I don't know about the German, but the English mumblings are audible if you're careful. You can make them out. I wonder if those of you who speak German can make out the German mumblings. Bring me food. Bring me food. Look, we've got chains around our ankles. Ah, more facts. These are great, aren't they? Hope everyone enjoys history. Because tonight is all history. 6 million prisoners of war. Between 1914 and 1918, over 6 million men were taken prisoner, including 1.2 million German and 200,000 British troops. Despite the 1907 Hague Convention and the efforts of the International Red Cross, prison conditions and forced labor proved harsh for conscripts, and hundreds of thousands never made it home. Letters remained the only real means of communication with the outside world. Radios and telephones were only used for military ends. All soldiers wrote to their loved ones back home. As war correspondence was free of charge, this created logistical and financial problems. 10 billion letters and postcards. 10 billion letters and postcards were sent to and from the front during the war. The early war postal system was chaotic, but then the front was then separated into sectors, each with its own post code. The visit from the military postmaster was eagerly awaited. Bavarian dialect. Thank you. The Battle of Neuve-Chapelle. March 10th, 1915. British shells literally rained down on German forces. For the first time, the technique creeping barrage was used. A barrage where the fire of all units targets the same position for a period before advancing one line at a time. The infantry's advance was synchronized at a safe distance behind this barrage so that German lines could then be overrun. That day, 530 cannons fired over 216,000 shells. That is to say, one shell per weapon every 2 minutes. The Garwal rifles. In the early 20th century, Great Britain and France governed huge colonial empires and put them to use during the war. Indian troops were deployed by Britain in the Middle East, as well as on the European front, and made an important contribution to the war effort. Many victories were achieved thanks to their bravery and discipline in combat. A monument commemorating their sacrifice stands in Neuve-Chapelle. Mud. Trench life was difficult. Soldiers were confronted with cold, rain, and mud. Dirty water meant that diseases such as dysentery, typhus, and cholera flourished. The depth of the mud also presented dangers, and soldiers sometimes drowned in shell holes or in the tunnels leading to the trenches. Wow. Trench fortifications required the use of explosives. To penetrate enemy lines, long tunnels were dug under no man's land beneath enemy trenches, inside which explosives were placed. The English used cordite, a powerful explosive that could be detonated at a distance. Get the dog some water. Hello, dog. Hello. You can't pet the dog? No. Not yet. Not yet, anyways. Oh, look. It's a picture. It's a picture of his daughter. Well, the idea is separate. Even though photography was not widespread, many soldiers had their photos taken before setting out for the war. Professional prints were developed on photo paper and applied to a hard backing to prevent tearing. Some photos were directly printed as postcards, especially group conscript photos. Carl. So his daughter is his wife.
Papa, we live in a climate of uncertainty. Germans use the people of Saint-Mihiel as human shields against the French bombings. I hope the Germans treat you well, and that your wound has healed. Your grandson sent you kisses. I sent you a picture of him. All my love. Please write soon.
Carl is back off to war. Bring me my food. Bring me my food. Okay, I will bring you your food. Whoops. Yes, no. Wait, water, then fire, then food. That was not right. Ah, that was the fire. Okay. I gotcha. I gotcha. I think I gotcha. Yeah, and for what it's worth, Robert, I don't mind at all if you two want to speak some German, but I get what you're saying. I know Lamia would like to work on English too, and I've promised to do some work on my German, which is non-existent at the moment. So much for dinner. Back to the kitchen where it's safe. Safe-ish. Mercy. I do know a few. I do know a few. Have you seen Carl? So we're gonna need something for a lever. I was trying to learn a few words, and that was one of the first ones I found that I liked and I thought I could use on stream. Yep. Spielverderber. Spielverderber, right? Spielverderber.
What?
Hold on. I see the lever. I see the lever, but...
What?
At least that's how I was told. That's how I learned it, was spoil sport. Yes, let's hit the shells. That's a brilliant idea. I see the lever. I do see the lever. How do we direct the dog? How do we direct? No, maybe I can knock it down after all. Yeah, that was it. Okay.
What? Hey.
Bring me the lever. Good dog. Good dog.
Bullshit.
Yes, good dog. Oh, good dog. Good dogs. Good dogs. Hey, I learned it off of YouTube. I have no concept of how accurate what I got off of YouTube is. Found a video of a pretty girl teaching German curses. That's where I started. And that's maybe not such a curse, but yeah, German swears. That's where I found that. Well, I hope she wasn't trolling. She didn't look like she was trolling. She seemed quite serious. Quite serious. Here, dog, come with me. Come here. Come here.
What?
No? Okay. We'll be back. We'll be back. Let's get something heavy. Ah, there we go. Something heavy. But it won't stay. Maybe it'll stay long enough? Boop, 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 boop. Yes, there we go. Oh, come on. That Really? Really? I mean, the dog can't pull the lever. Ah, you've never heard spoil sport before? Can I climb over this thing? No. Why can't I pull it all the way up? Can't pull it all the way up. Can we join him? Oh, there we go. Molto bene.
What? What?
Do you see something?
What?
Dog, do you see something? No? He's up. Yeah, come on.
What?
He sure looks like he sees something.
What? Ichi.
What is it? What is it, dog? What is it? Alright. Good dog. Good dog.
What?
Does the meaning make sense, Lamia? Does that make sense? Alright, well, we're not digging through there. Valiant Stories Contest Memorabilia. Not sure what that contest was. Lace Tightener. Lace Tightener. Made by Corporal Lucien de Formantel. Great-grandfather of Benoit Tiedres. From a melted-down cartridge case. Lucien served as an electrician in a searchlight division whose mission was to illuminate enemy positions. Many thanks and congratulations to our winner, Benoit. Yes, I know we need something we can throw. I need something I can throw, and I'll be back. Or not. Yeah. Please dig. Yes. What do you got? Excellent. Good dog. Good boy. Good boy. That was close. Crucifix. The majority of soldiers believed in God, and some wore symbols of their religion. War offices had to make provisions for different religions, and a variety of religious ceremonies was performed at the front by different faiths. Priests, vicars, and rabbis offered succor and compassion to soldiers. Muslim soldiers from colonies were organized into separate battalions for practical reasons, and their beliefs were also respected. Halal food was provided as well as Muslim funeral services. Good boy. I hope he's not sad I took the bone again. I think we're gonna need it. Hold on, what was that? Something. We can't go up, can we? Not really. Yeeks, that's a little tight. Wonder how we get up to that collectible. Sausage!
What? Okay. What?
How's it going, Pone? Robert, what do you mean? Let me see. Catching up here. The game is cute, funny, and melancholic the same way. Yep. How you get to the game. How do you mean, Robert? Is that... Oh no, I just noticed the dog is howling. It's terrible, I was looking for him. Oh god. Oh, dog. Dog, come on. Oh no. Oh no. No! No! Cliffhanger.
The British troops continued their attack on Neuve-Chapelle. Their next objective, take back Port Arthur.
Yes, sir. Come on, boys, let's go.
Yes, I have the wire cutters. I was just hoping to answer you. It's not a problem. I was just hoping to answer you. French coins. All troops were paid in their country of origin's currency and paid compensation in the local currency. The British earned 1 shilling a day. Around, well, hold on, getting a message that may be in context here. Huh. That's possible. That is possible that they ran outside. Apparently my dog's just booked outside, but so I had heard about the game when it was being made, and my mother, who is here this week, who is downstairs watching, she is herself a war historian. Mostly World War II, but very much also World War I. So and then Saturday we'll start The Witcher. But yeah, I'd like to play Don't Starve again this week. Won't be tonight. It probably won't be tomorrow, but I was thinking Friday. I will definitely be doing more Don't Starve. I enjoyed that quite a bit. I almost played it some more off stream. I just felt like playing it. Or I don't know, maybe you meant on stream, but either way. Sunday is my day off, Bone. Sunday is my day off. I might stream some Sundays. I also might change my schedule. That is possible. So maybe when I designate a day for Bloodborne, I might change things around. I can't really start earlier than 5 during the week, just because of my work, but I could start earlier on the weekends, and maybe I would switch the days around. I might start earlier on Saturday, Sunday, start doing Sunday streams, and pick a different day for day off, but that's not clear. That's not clear. I'm gonna move away from the coins, sorry. I know I didn't read that whole thing, but we'll continue to read plenty. At this rate, we're not going to finish the game tonight. It's a 6-hour game. I'll probably turn it into 10 or more if we're reading everything. How you doing? No, why it didn't work? Okay. Two, three, two. Are you saying you want this? Okay, that's that one. Ah, I see. I see. 3 over here. Right on, Lamia. That would be great. Should definitely do that sometime. Although, yeah, we'll have to think about when. We'll have to think about when. Wait, hold on now. Are you not in the right spot? That's... No. Hold on, guy. There we go. There we go. What? Alright, you know what? Let's move you to the other position here. There you go. 2 over here. I got you. 2 over here. Now, please, place the dynamite. What? Oh, no. That was great. Did you hear him? No. I don't see the problem. I don't see the problem. You are under a spot. You're saying you need 2 on the left, 3 in the middle, and 2 on the right. You took the 2 for the right. Why won't you take the 2 right here? What is your problem? If anybody knows what his problem is, let me know. His voice is fantastic. Oh, I see. The barrels are designated differently. I gotcha. I got you. Double sticks, triple sticks. Fine. I see what you're doing. I see you now. You, brain broken. Me run Bartertown. Hey now. This is the 3. This is the 3. Please take. Please take. Come on. Lock in place. Alright, you're in place. He's saying 3. He's saying 3. This barrel has 3 on it. There was 2. There was 2. There was 1. And there's 3. And he wants 3. So why won't he take 3? Come on, take it. No. What is his problem? Fine. You know what? We're gonna give you 1 from each barrel. This looks like a 3, but yeah? Okay, fine. Maybe the other one was a 4. I don't know. I can't count. Can't count. Apparently I cannot count. Pay it no mind. Pay it no mind. The kukri knife. The kukri knife. The kukri knife was used by Gurkhas, the British unit comprised of colonial Indian troops. The Nepalese weapon was standard issue and became a symbol of the Empire forces. Its heavy, thick, and curved blade was designed for striking as well as cutting. Ah, yes, our cliffhanger. You must hurry. Yes, we bring wire cutters. Good dog. Good dog. Sepia. Oh yes, we will free you from your chains. Merci. A lot of sad parts in this game, Darky.
Amidst the never-ending attacks
Every
and
time the music
counterattacks,
plays,
Freddy and Emil hunted the elusive
every
Baron
time they
and his
recap
regiment
history.
in Ypres. On April 22nd, 1915, chlorine gas was used for the first time by the Germans.
What? Does he?
Can the dog pull the lever, really? Wow. Good dog. Good dog. Good dog.
What? Yes.
No, just wanted to say good dog. New diaries unlocked. March 10th. On the march to Belgium, where this damned regiment is stationed. I'm not alone, at least. I met a funny old French farmer guy, Emile. Doesn't say much, but if I understood right, his son-in-law's German. How crazy is that? Not a day goes by that I don't dream of you. March 10th. Carl. At last, I found Emile, just moments before the shells started flying. I hope he's managed to dodge the bombs. The letter he showed me filled my heart with joy. Marie is well, and Victor is growing up. That's all that matters. Actually, I'd missed a couple. Oh, this is a little backwards, but in August, Emile, there, right in front of me, sprawling on the ground. Why did his regiment have to come up against mine? I hope he pulls through. He's one tough cookie. I must find out what POW camp he's been taken to. We missed one up here in September 7th. I missed them by a whisker. It won't happen again. My younger brother's letter was sweet. It gave me a real boost. It's good he's back in the States, miles away from this nightmare. That kid has a knack of getting himself into trouble. Don't they all? We'll do these two in order. Marie. August 24th. We did read that. I'm sorry, we did read that. September 25th. Today the Germans invaded Saint-Mihiel. Fortunately, the troops spared the farm. I took shelter in the cellar with Victor. Now what's going to happen?
Hey, what?
Canadian ID tag. At the start of the war, Canadian identification tags were formed by a large aluminum disc, which was because they were an emergency issue and had a unique shape. They were soon replaced by standard British tags, as were those of all British Empire forces. I do wish the the music wouldn't cut in and out as we switch to that screen, because the music's fantastic. But it is a little disruptive to hear it break like that.
What? 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 Huh?
Yeah. Alright, sorry about the audio burp. At least it didn't cut out. Puzzles, puzzles, more puzzles. Okay. First, collectibles. urine-soaked cloth. The only defense against a gas attack, before masks were introduced, was to cover the nose with a urine-soaked cloth, handkerchief. Urine reacts with chlorine directly in the handkerchief to form less noxious products, limiting the effects. It was not the most hygienic solution, but it was always better than a lungful of hydrochloric acid. The things we do in war. Clearly we need to push that pipe into place. Doesn't feel right. Why am I moving this up here? I do not know. Oh. I want to say I've talked over this pronunciation before. Eeps? Is this actually some of that silent? Eeps? Is that pronounced Eeps? Or not? Was a key strategic town in Belgium, especially for the British. It was the gateway to the north and thus to Britain. Canadian troops were deployed in the front line, and they proved their endurance and dependability in combat to the Allies. 6,000 Canadian lives were lost in the battle in April 1915. The first gas attack. I'll try that, Darky. I wasn't sure I could move the second one. I know the box showed 2 carts stacked. But the one which lifts on the wires, I'm not sure I can move that one. I'll try again. First gas attack. April 22nd, 1915. At Ypres came the first gas attack in history. And please, if anyone knows how that is pronounced, you can correct me there. 5,730 cylinders of chlorine were opened by the Germans in favorable winds. Chlorine gas caused burns to the eyes, skin, and lungs, even through clothes and rubber boots. The effects were devastating. The only defense found by the Canadians was to cover their noses with a urine-soaked handkerchief. Zeppelin bombardment. Zeppelins were invented in 1900 by the German Count von Zeppelin, but the first long-distance flight didn't take place until 1908. Zeppelins weren't much slower than the aircraft of the period and were first used in reconnaissance. They could also fly at higher altitudes, so from 1915 they were used to bomb civilians in London and Paris. The Dogs of War. I know this picture has some significance for my mother. She has done some work that has that I believe has covered this man. That's not the Red Baron, is it? Is that? I want to say it might be. Or I'm confusing it with another picture or two from somewhere in here. I played about half this game a year ago or so when my mother came to visit. I wanted to show it to her. And she's here now visiting, so it's very fitting that we're back doing this game. It is estimated that by 1918, the Germans had employed 30,000 dogs, while the Allies employed 20,000. Dogs were recruited from dog pounds and the police force, while many families also enlisted their pets. Dogs had a number of roles, as sentries and scouts, in postal liaison, and equipment transport, in locating casualties and explosives, and as mascots. The main breeds deployed were German Shepherds, Doberman Pinschers, and Bouviers. Oh, I see. No, I got it. I got it now. You were right, Darky. Stack the carts. Not just stack the carts, but stack that one on top of this one. That's how we stack them.
Hey, Darcy.
Good job. Emil, GG. GG, Emil, GG. Letter from a Canadian soldier. Credit to Darky. Credit to Darky. Dear parents, we are in Belgium, a truly flat land that reminds me of our Winnipeg plains. The big difference is that it's so damp here, which makes the cold even colder. The guys and I are going to make you proud of us. The Canadians will be the big heroes of this war. I'll write again soon. Stephen. I think I'd rather we take our time with this than rush it. And if we don't finish tonight, we'll finish this tomorrow. This is getting finished. This is getting finished. So whether we do or don't finish tonight, we're going to make sure it does get finished before we move on to anything else. We're not breaking this one up. Gas canister deployment strategy. Gas canister deployment strategies were simple, but they did depend on the weather, especially on winds. Gas use required a constant downwind toward enemy lines to avoid the gas returning to its sender. Any battle plans were therefore dependent on the weather forecast. Emil, hurry up! See, like that. I'd call that something of a mumbling, but it was clear enough. It was clear enough. Help me, Emil! I'm working on it, I'm working on it! I'm coming.
Yes, you
I'm going as fast as I can. Okay.
Hey, flag, flag.
Oh, he's okay. Hang in there. Hang in there. I am hurrying up. I am hurrying up. Going as fast as I can. There you go.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, my friend.
Don't worry, friend.
Yeah, it's not all so mysterious, Darky. It's not all so mysterious. But yes, the bone. It's a bone, you lucky dog! Pocket watch. Time was an important factor in soldiers' lives, and military strategies for attacks and rolling barrages were based on tight chronological synchronicity. It's one of my favorite words, synchronicity. Pocket watches were the only way to tell the time.
Her name was Anna, a Belgian student living in Paris. She was hard on the trail of her missing father. For once, fate smiled on them. They were all going in the same direction. But while approaching Vimy, a German squadron spotted them.
Oh, this is great. The bombs are actually dropping to the music. At some points. No! Oh, no! Oof. Oof. Oh, God. No more. This music is awesome. Oh, no! I could not pull the name out, but if somebody wants to Soundhound or Shazam it, or if someone correctly knows, I'd appreciate knowing too. I know the piece, not the name.
Ça va aller, allez. Emile, allez!
Allez. Night of April 22nd, 1915. The Labyrinth. Let's see, can we even go that way? C'est bien, c'est bien. Ah, that's not gonna work, is it? Too much bounce. I should have gotten it on top. Nope. Okay, dog. We're gonna need another one. Thank you, dog. Good dog. Let's try that. Oh, 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 that was close. Oh, no. Okay. Not that way. Some serious Metal Gear stealth mechanics here. Is there another one? There is. Oh, come now. I thought we had that fine. Looked okay. Looked okay. We'll just take it slow. Come on, faster, faster, faster. Perfect. Infantryman's flask. Soldiers frequently suffered from thirst, and water supplies were far from regular. All soldiers had canteens in which they transported water, and also wine. Some also had flasks or goat skins, which were less heavy to carry. Ah, facts. My favorite, facts. Well, we'll back up when they put us on Labyrinth. We'll back up to trenches. The trenches. Between the sides, there was an imbalance in trench conditions. After securing a head start in trench construction, the Germans reinforced them with iron and concrete, while the Allies had to wallow in mud. The Allies' changeover policy maybe contributed to this. Allied soldiers had 7-day shifts on the front, whereas German soldiers were allocated a specific zone for an indeterminate period, giving them a chance to settle in. The Labyrinth. Vimy and Neuville-Saint-Vaast were two positions the Germans were quick to fortify. Here they built the Labyrinth, a complex network of trenches and tunnels connected to underground sleeping quarters. Allied armies unsuccessfully attempted to seize this key position on numerous occasions. Due to the huge number of casualties, in late 1915, the position was declared impregnable. Memorial to the Moroccan Division. The Moroccan Division, whose motto was "No fear, No Mercy combined soldiers from across French colonial Africa and the Foreign Legion. The division included Moroccan Zouaves and Tunisian and Algerian infantrymen. In 1915, the division seized Vimy Ridge, but in the absence of backup from Battalion HQ, they were forced to retreat after 2 days. The Moroccan division is the only division whose flags were decorated with the Legion of Honor. Naval cannons. Naval cannons were capable of firing heavy-duty 800-pound shells. Due to their weight, they were mounted on special rails for transport to firing platforms. In the event of a retreat, artillerymen were instructed to destroy the cannons rather than let them fall into enemy hands. Nope. Hey, no. Yes. Nope. Nope. Hold on. Don't shoot me, please. We have a war to win. There you go.
Hey, Adi! Don't stürzen! Was hieß er da?
Good dog. Good dog.
Was? Adi!
Okay. Good job, man. Good job. Oh, yes, wrong part. Okay. Hurry up. No, he's gonna see us. No. Alright. There's one. We need more. No. Oh, boy. No, come on. I'm just trying to hover at the edge. Stop it! No, please. Stop it, really. Stop it. Take your nap. That's right. Go check on whatever's behind you. Hurry up. We need more. We need more TNT. Where can we get some more TNT?
Lass sie! Halt!
I know we can't use this yet, but I want to see how it reacts. No, it doesn't at all. Well, we gotta find some more TNT. It's probably on the back of the screen, but haven't found it yet.
Hey! What?
Oh. Okay then. Vial of Nevrosthenin. Nevrosthenin. I don't know this. Never heard of this. To combat problems of morale and physical fitness, army doctors sometimes distributed Nevrosthenin injections, a composite of magnesium and potassium intended to give weary soldiers a hearty boost. Huh, okay. Oh, there it is. Yes, thank you, barking dog. Thank you. Good dog. Good dog.
What?
Good boy. Good boy. Oh, I might have been too slow there. He's gonna shoot, but he's gonna miss. No, he did not shoot. That's neat. I like that cart. Hide behind the cart. No, no, no! I'm not here. You see no one. You see no one. What? Come on. Okay, maybe we don't need to knock that guy out at all. What's over here? Climb over that. No. Yes. No. No climb. Letter from a German soldier. 21st April, 1915. Welcome back. Welcome back, Robert. Dear Andrea, we've been stuck down this hole since January, and I can't stand it anymore. I'm sick to the back teeth with living like a rat. I really miss life as it was before, strolling beneath the linden trees with you. I even miss working in the factory. All my love, your Dieter. The dog's not down here with us. No. No, he's not. Can't climb over that? No? Okay. Can't use my spoon as a lever. Okay. Ooh. I don't think that guy's gonna turn around. He doesn't look like he's gonna turn around. We're gonna need a lever. We're gonna need a lever. Okay, we're gonna need a lever now. I can't seem to knock this guy out. Maybe I'll try my spoon again, but we need to bring the dog down, clearly. Let's try that again. Come on, it's just a spoon. I know it's just a spoon. There was a lever in that other room. Is there anywhere else we can send the dog? Not really, just the basket. And we can't bring him down without the lever. We don't have anything to throw at this guy. And I'm sure we can't approach him. Not so simply, anyways. So back through this door. There was a lever. I did see something that could be a lever. It's over here. I just don't see how to get to it. I can't seem to climb. You can see it over there on the right. There's the lever. Can't send the dog to him. Can't climb over this barrel. Oh, wait, I can move the barrel. Aha, never mind. Never mind. All of a sudden I can climb over the barrel. Fine then. Fine then. Is there anything else back here? Any collectibles? Ah, okay, that didn't work very well. Brilliant. Though I do think I know what we want. We want to throw it past him and get him to turn it around. Like that first one I couldn't figure out. Just like the first one I couldn't figure out. Distract him with the sound. I already had the wine, huh? Okay. There's our lever. And something else. Yeah. Tin of sardines. Soldiers were all fed by their respective armies, but they also received parcels from back home to improve their daily lot. Tins of fish or pâté give them a more copious nutritional meal than their daily army fare. This music. This music.
What? What?
British coins. While the war raged on, life continued, and the economy too. The war economy was composed of both barter and currency systems. Soldiers purchased provisions in towns using their pay. In 1914, the pay of a British private in a line regiment was 1 shilling a day, the standard King's shilling. Obligatory deductions were made for a wife and children, 6 pence for the wife and 1 pence a day for each child. Nowadays, 1 shilling has the estimated purchasing power of about 3.21 Great Britain pounds. Is that how you say it? Great Britain pounds? About $5.50 US. In 1971, the shilling was replaced by the 5 pence coin thanks to decimalization.
What? I didn't.
No, but come over here. I need the keys. Thank you. No, I need the keys. Thank you.
Yes.
Good boy.
What? Let's see.
Cool. Gotta remember to try and move more things. 2 entrances. And a something. It's like we'll need a wheel, a gear, something. Something dark side. Boy, that is a lot of ways it can move. Oh, perfect. Nice. So how's everybody doing? You enjoying the game so far? I know it's not, the subject matter is a little bit dark. But it's important. It's dark, but it's important. Not all games are about a good time. Glad you like it, Lamia. Have you seen it before? I think you said you had not, but I don't remember for sure. Oh, I'm not trying to hit the dog, don't worry. I was trying to dig the wall. I'm not hitting the dog with the ladle. That is not my plan.
Baron von Dorf had escaped again. But Emil had still managed to find
And
medicine
Anna's
for
father
Freddy.
was the one he pulled.
They were quickly back on the road again.
Yeah.
Their journey would take them to Reims, where they would at last pick up the trail of the elusive Baron and his Zeppelin.
When we finish the chapter, I'll probably take a break, take a little break, bio break, make some tea, and then we'll continue. But I'd like to finish the chapter at least before we do that. June 1st, 1915, Reims, France. Oh, but, yeah. Wait for the next round here. There we go. Wow, look at that. Isn't the art fantastic? Isn't the art just fantastic? Yes, we will help you move that. We will help you move that. And you're looking for someone. And you're looking for your child, okay? Come on, pup. Did we miss something? No, we've got a couple. Yes, we've got a couple. Reims Cathedral. The city of Reims suffered during the war. September 19th, 1914, as the Germans retreated from the city, they set fire to the cathedral. Then, as the city was so close to the conflict zone, it was bombarded by Zeppelins and cannon fire. During the bombardments, the statue of Joan of Arc in front of the cathedral lost a hand before it was dismantled and stored in the catacombs. By the end of the war, only 1,500 inhabitants were still living in Reims. The home front. With practically all able-bodied men mobilized at the front, women, children, and the elderly were employed in factories to ensure weapons production. Women took on traditional male jobs. Some even held positions of responsibility. This new role changed their status in society, and in the wake of the war, women over 30 years old were given the vote. The Women's Institute held its first meeting in 1915, with the aim of encouraging women to become more involved in food production during the war, and the movement flourished. Woohoo! Actually, come back to that. Early gas mask. While gas masks were in more widespread use on the front, excuse me, one sec. While gas masks were in more widespread use on the front, they were also available to civilians. And in French towns close to the front, like Reims, they were fairly common. This early model was one of the first, composed of a cotton compress doused in a neutralizing solution and applied to the mouth and nose similar to the British Black Veil. Welcome, Bionics. Good to see you. It's good to see you. Yeah, this game is very sad, isn't it? Very sad. I've never finished it. I've played up through nearly the end of the second chapter, and we started fresh tonight. I think at the rate I'm going, reading and such, it probably won't finish tonight, but maybe. We haven't finished chapter 1, though, so if we have to, we will just continue this tomorrow. Because we are going to finish this. Is there something we can push? Oh, hold on. No, the dog can't get there. Wire cutters. I think I'll need some wire cutters. Yeah, Bionics, we just did the first one of those. Aren't they fantastic? That was random, Darky. I'm sure you have some context for that. I just can't guess what it is. Nothing I can push here. Darky, whatever do you mean? Oh, yeah. No, you're not going back up. Okay. No, don't do that. I'm thinking we need to cut that, but we don't have any wire cutters, so let's leave and come back to this building. And by the way, I'm fine with hints. If anyone gets frustrated as I stumble about in some of these spots, feel free to point things out. I will miss things, so feel free to point them out. All right, there's a lever there. I saw the lever. I saw the lever. So, mental note, there's a lever. When we need a lever, there's a lever. Good boy, good boy. War Godmother Certificate. War Godmother Certificate. To improve morale on the front, an association was created in France in early 1915 to provide succor and support from behind the lines for soldiers without close families. The War Godmothers sent letters and parcels, forming close relations with their godchildren away from the front. This game. Well, credit to the Montpellier studio for making something special. Sure better than... no, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that back for now. Good boy. It's better than what their parent studio usually comes up with, eh? Hey, your daughter. Yes, we found your daughter. And, okay. Yes, we'll help. We will move that. We're gonna need more people. S'il vous plaît. Overalls. Practically all able-bodied men were mobilized at the front, but production still had to carry on. Women took over men's roles in factories and in other traditional male positions, working for much lower salaries. Some even held positions of responsibility and were involved in decision-making. This new role changed women's status in British society. I'm not sure that text matches the overalls, but we'll just roll with that. Okay, you stay. No, you stay. Stay. Good boy. Good boy. I wish my dogs listened like that. My dogs do not listen so well. They do not listen. Sometimes they listen. When they want to. When they want to. Oh, really? I did need to give the dog a liver. Okay, yes. No, that's not it. I need you to go here. Again. I'll meet you back at the bottom and give you the liver. Good boy. Good boy. S'il vous plaît. Safety razor. The safety razor was an early 20th century invention and shaved more safely than barber's blades. In 1917, safety razors were standard issue in U.S. soldiers' kit because it had been noticed that gas masks provided more effective protection to shaved faces. Keep it clean, boys. Keep it clean.
What?
Oh, yes, of course. Right.
What?
I know I'm gonna let some ignorance loose here, but I have no idea who you're talking about. But I bet you could tell me. I feel like I should know. Asuna. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was wondering. Who now?
What? What?
It's okay, Darky. It's okay. People know different things. Help us out here. Just be glad that you can teach us something. Yes, give us a hand. Come on. We're still short? Oh, no. Okay. Who are we missing? Who are we missing?
Oh, merci.
Merci, vieux.
How it goes, man? How are you doing? What are we missing here? Yes, thank you, sir. Please help. Excellent. That's what we needed. Woohoo! Doing very well, thank you. Doing well. Enjoying this game quite a bit. For a small Ubisoft offshoot studio, I like this a lot better. I mean, I enjoyed Child of Light, but I think I enjoyed it more off-stream. And if you saw part of that the other night, 2 nights, wasn't having the best time with it on stream. And this is a much better fit. Much better fit. Active Service Paybook. A paybook belonging to a British soldier. It also contained practical details such as a last will and testament form, as well as the names and addresses of close relatives to contact in the event of death. The book also served as a regulations guide to good conduct, advising men, in this new experience you may find temptations both in wine and women. You must entirely resist both. Sounds elaborate. Sounds very elaborate. Thanks for explaining it, Darky. Yeah, Robert, I was trying to play it on stream the other night, and yeah, the music is fantastic, and the art is fantastic, and my frustrations are on 2 of the main functions of the game. The combat, I'm sure some people love it, but the timeline system was very frustrating for me. Even though I've beat the game before, trying to play it on stream for a second time, I felt like I was turning my head constantly. No, this, that, no, we're dead, again. So that was frustrating. And then the rhymes, The rhymes are okay to read. They don't sound as bad if you're not trying to read them out loud. But it's nearly impossible to know before you press a button and it brings up the next few lines. It's impossible to know the timing of them. Are they triplets or doublets or what? Anyways, made the rhymes very difficult to handle reading on stream. I got grumpy. I quietly rage quit. Not really rage quit, just changed games. We switched to Don't Starve, and I think we'll come back to Don't Starve later in the week, before The Witcher, and then we'll come back to Don't Starve here and there. That was fun. First time playing Don't Starve. Can't wait to play more. But we're going to see this all the way through. Maybe not all tonight. It might take tonight and tomorrow, but we're going to see this one through. I think this is the end of the first chapter coming up. I'll take a small break after that. There he is, the Baron. The Baron. Oh, no. Ah, my bad. My bad. My bad. To remember something about this. We need to... Okay, I think I got it. I think I got the idea. Hold on, let's wait till after he throws this one. There we go. No. Don't. We need to get him to drop one, right? We need to toss them back. There we go. That one. wasn't the one I thought it was, but no matter. No matter. Definitely. Definitely Pone. I like that enough. I will pick up Reign of Giants. Maybe before we play it again. Maybe not until after the next time. But either way. There we go. Nice. Ah. It's a dud. What? Oh, not him. I need to throw it at the Zeppelin. The Zeppelin, not the man, but the Zeppelin. Okay. Do your thing. Do your thing, Baron. Very good. Oh. Nope, that was close. Come on. Oh, in the blades. If I throw it in the blades, it'll... Right. Right in the blades. Third time's a charm. In the blades. It's the Zeppelin equivalent of in the face. So now where do we throw it at? Finally throw one at him. Probably not, huh? No. At the engines? Maybe at the engines? Yes, nice. Alright. That'll work. That'll do. That'll do. The man in the background with the glasses, that's Anna's father, right? She's looking for Anna. I mean, Anna's looking for him. Chapter 1. Chapter 1 complete. Alright. Broken Earth. After this settles in, I'm gonna take a short break. Look at this. 9 months earlier.
Anna was training to be a veterinarian when the war broke out. The Germans were only 20 miles from Paris when she received a letter from her father. He was in good health, but implored her not to return home to Belgium until the war's end. Patience, however, was not one of Anna's strong suits.
Okay. Gonna take a short break here. Gonna stretch, gonna bio. Let me I was kinda working on the same decision here. Unless you want to go for option number 3, but all right, gonna take a quick break. I'll be back in probably 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Now that my water boils so fast, my awesome mother got me a quick boil kettle, and next week I'm gonna move it up here. I'll be able to make coffee and tea right here. We'll still take breaks. Anyways, quick break. Let's we'll leave the game music kind of playing in the background. It's nice. I'll be right back. back and back. Yeah, I was kind of torn there, Lamia. I almost went with choice number 3. And my mother did just open a bottle of wine downstairs. But she also heard me saying something about the break, and she got the water going. So I brought coffee. Maybe next break we'll get wine. How about that? You can't really go wrong with coffee, can you? Let me move my mic back into position here. Push the mic back, almost forgot it. Okay. Everything up? Yes, we're still up. Think we can hit the other bird too? Thank you, Robert. Thank you. You want to be part of an anime show. You want to be animated. Oh, nice shot. Nice shot. It's kind of a blind shot. I wasn't being that careful about it. I wasn't trying to get it to fall on the balcony. I just got lucky. Inkwell. Ballpoint pens were not developed until the 1950s to 1960s. So soldiers used a quill or nib to write letters. Ink was poured into an inkwell, into which, in order to provide enough ink, the quill or nib had to be dipped regularly. Go out here. You do. You want to be animated. All right, fair enough. Letter from a Belgian civilian in Paris. Dear parents, we fled our land before the German advance to take shelter in France with the children. Unfortunately, the Germans kept coming forward, and Paris is practically under siege. If Paris falls, we shall return home to Liège. Liège. Your dear daughter, Matilda. I gotta send a quick message here. Thanks. Sorry. Hello, little girl. Hello. Taxis to the Marne. Parisian taxis are requisitioned. Ah, is that how she got started? Broken watch strap. A watch strap broken by a motor crank handle. Before battery ignition was developed, motor cars were started by cranking a handle. As the engine sparked into life, the operator had to let go of the handle smartly, because the crank handle now propelled by the engine could cause a nasty accident. Is that a thing? I guess that's not a thing. Okay. Oh man. During that break, I ate a spare rib. We had ribs yesterday and we had a few leftovers. Oh, that's so good. Whew. Yes, let's play the wrench game. Let's play the wrench game. Well, this is Did we pass something already? Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Wrenches everywhere. Wrenches everywhere. Actually, let me put the tire on first. Okay. Darky, no! Darky. It's kind of sad, but I'll tell you, these kids lived. But in the building I grew up in, I have this vague. Oh, we're wasting water. Whoops. Can we turn it back off? No, I don't even have a bucket. There were these two kids who tried to play Spider-Man, climbed out the window, and fell. I think it was two, not one. That doesn't make sense, though, right? Maybe it was only one. I remember a story about a kid or kids falling out the window in the apartment building I grew up in. I think from maybe the second story. At any rate, they lived. Where he lived, where she lived. Memories. Memories I can't recall. My mom will probably send me a message here in a minute saying, "You're crazy, I don't know what you're talking about, that never happened." Or, even better, she would correct me if she remembers. Do you remember, Mom? Do you remember? Do you even know who I'm talking about? Weren't there kids on East 83rd who did the Spider-Man thing? So anyways, Darky, no. Darky, no. The main source of information was the newspaper. Radios were in their early days based on tube technology, and television did not exist. On top of local and national news, a new section appeared in the newspapers dedicated to the events on the front. Some newspapers also published daily listings of POWs and war dead. Yes, there's the water. I would stop wasting it if I could, Darky. I would stop. We're gonna need a bucket. Oh. Okay. You've got a glass. You've got a glass. What do you need? Oh, first aid. That's right. It's a strange little mini game.
Voilà.
Beep beep. Come on, boys, let's go. Whoa. This one I know the name of. I mean the can. It's hard to forget the can. Oh, this is so good. Oh no! Ow, ow, no. No cars, no. Oh god. No!
September 7th, 1914. Taxis drove all night. Anna was proud to help the soldiers reach the front line. When Anna arrived at her destination, she discovered the horrible truth with her own eyes.
Jeez. Wow, Mom. Okay, I got your messages. I remember the Schwartzman incident, and no. Okay, so we're on different pages there. That is definitely not what I was thinking of. We'll try to remember it later. The kids, the window, that thing. But yeah. September 7th, 1914. Hey. It's nice they gave him a very quiet scream as we set the bone.
Seven months went by. Driven by compassion, Anna devoted herself, body and soul, to healing the wounded and the sick. Every life saved was another small victory over the war. The conflict, however, raged on.
Shrapnel shell remnants. A shell containing lead bullets. Depending on its settings, the shell might explode on contact with the ground, sending its contents flying, or in the air for even more destructive results. Lots of people need help. Lots of people need help. I know, I passed the tent. I'm just checking. Mess tin with holes. Both dishes of this mess tin have holes in them. Not hugely practical for eating, perhaps, but life-saving for one soldier. The mess tin bag was worn at kidney height. When the shell exploded, the mess tin slowed down the searing hot shrapnel in flight, which, although it wounded the soldier, helped him live another day. Mess tins were blackened using smoke to prevent them glinting in the sunlight. Just looking at what the zone is all the way out here. Oh boy. Cross. Nurses. Nurses were the angels of the Great War, and were generally volunteers recruited by the Red Cross, the Army, or the American ambulances to work long, grueling shifts in hospitals, both at the front and behind the lines. They played the role of carers, mothers, and confidants. They often feature in soldiers' memoirs, and were sometimes their sole companion in death. The majority were demobilized at the end of the hostilities. The hecatomb. The first 3 months of the war saw especially heavy losses. August 22nd, 1914 was the bloodiest day of the whole war, with heavy casualties. The numbers of wounded were far greater than had been anticipated, and the military health services struggled to cope with the scale of the conflict. Hey, we can't help everybody at once. Hang on, everybody, hang on. Lice comb. Oh, that's nice. In their journals, soldiers often recount their losing war against lice and rats in the trenches. Apart from lice powder, the only other prevention against lice was this fine-toothed metal comb. Often when soldiers took leave behind the lines, they were scrubbed down with hot water, their clothing boiled, or a new uniform issued. Feeling we might need the bottle first, but who knows? Shovel on the right. I see something. Letter from a Prussian soldier. 6th September 1914. My dear daughter, we are making headway through French countryside. The landscape is beautiful. I'd much rather be enjoying it with you than killing people. I think of you all the time. Your father, Wolfgang. So he needs water. Let's go in the tent. That's right. Tallow socks. Socks soaked in refined tallow and coated with formol. The most effective way to beat the cold and damp, frostbite, and other ailments. That, at least, was what the adverts had people believe. However effective the socks were, the soldier's best friend was always a nice, dry pair. Nice, they threw in the sound. You find the saw, and they practically out of a horror movie. Then. Oh boy. Nurse's Manual. The war effort suddenly required a larger medical corps, and there were not enough qualified personnel, so manuals were published and distributed to help volunteers train. The manuals provided a whole host of practical solutions to make logistical and medical problems at the front. Practical solutions to logistical and medical problems at the front, such as how to make a splint or stretcher using rifles and their straps. Absolutely. Maybe we can use the scarf as a sling for the guy over here. Not that guy. That guy. That guy. Sorry, things are kind of reversed here. Very good. Okay, it's a pretty short crutch. But what are you gonna do? Hey, you weren't here before. Okay. I love Anna's voice, her quiet speech as she heals people. So soothing. Danke.
The French officers were talking about Belgium. The German army was about to experiment with a new weapon near Ypres, Anna's hometown. Anna got en route to warn her father about the imminent danger. Reaching the outskirts of the city, Anna was greeted by the screams of sirens. The deadly gas was already here.
Dubbed Wipers by British troops due to its difficult pronunciation, the Belgian town of Ypres was a key strategic position during the war, a hub for road, rail, and canal networks. It became the target for sustained bombing from 1914. In 1915, the Germans even used chemical warfare on the town. By the end of the war, the majestic cathedral and town center were nothing but ruins. Technology at work. In the wake of the technological advances of the early 20th century, the vast scope of this industrialized war brought developments in all fields: aircraft, submarines, dirigibles, and tanks. Great progress was made in the fields of medicine, surgery, medical hygiene, and radiology, thanks to Marie Curie's work, who took thousands of X-rays of the wounded. We can go look in the building first. I don't know why I was... Old habits. Old habits. Let's check the edges before we check the middle. Letter from a Scottish soldier. 19th April, 1915. Hello, pal. I'm in the town of Ypres, in Belgium. A pretty wee town that must have been braw before the war. The beer, the beer too, ain't a bad. I'd much rather be drowning ale with you, though, boy. I'm off to the front in 2 days. Take care of yourself and say how-do to the family. John McCormick. Sorry, can't do Scottish. There's a lot of things I can't do. Scottish is among them. Yeah. If you watch The Last Night of Pillars, you'll know I have trouble with anything Scottish-Irish. Just kind of is beyond my range. Maybe one day.
Merci. Oh.
It's not safe that way. Okay. Is there another one? There is another one. Okay. How do we get the one at the top? How do we get the one at the top? That's how we get the one at the top. All right. That's not exactly what I mean. How about that? That'll do. That'll do. Hooray! Time to set another leg.
Merci beaucoup.
Broken walking stick. The knob is all that remains of this walking stick. The stick has been carefully sculpted, a souvenir of the trenches. Unfortunately, a broken walking stick is of no use to anyone. Wooden top with string, a common toy of the age. During the war, toys gradually became more war-based. Through board games, children could fight out famous battles, while other items ridiculed the enemy. After the war, toys and games became more pacifist once more. Still can't go that way? There's got to be another way out of the church. What are we missing here? Oh yes, it's right there. That's right. It's right there. Run, Hannah, run! Well, I don't eat all of it. I just eat some of it. Bedpan. Latrines were generally housed outside in the yard in homes of all social classes, so during the night, bedpans were used. In well-to-do households, servants were charged with emptying the pans. Yeah, I could skip the bedpans, I think. Really, was there nothing up here? Oh, there we go. Okay. Thanks for spending the night with me, man. No, that sounded bad. Thanks for spending your night here. How about that? Let's go with that. Cheers. Get some sleep. Get some sleep while you still can. Thanks for hanging out. If you want to watch the rest of tonight's, it'll be up there on Twitch. The VOD will be up there. And we may carry over until tomorrow. I hope I see you later. Cheers. See you a little later. Don't let the cannibals... No cannibals? There's no cannibals? What's this talk of cannibals? Yes, we have a key. You don't need to try and bang on that. Stereoscopic camera. Hey, Addie. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Welcome back. It's good to see you. Right on, Robert. Well, congrats, too. Congratulations. Congratulations on graduating. Now go get some sleep. Now go get some sleep. A camera that captures 2 simultaneous images on glass plates, enabling relief images. Use of the camera was relatively widespread because the device was small and readily transportable. Doing well. Enjoy this game so much. I'm enjoying this game so much. It's very sad, though. Very sad. Lots of onions. Okay, so these paintings clearly have some clues for us. I can't move the painting, right? The third one is 8. Let me jot this down. Third one is 8. And we'll have to backtrack to get the others. I know we passed them, but I did not take note. I did not take note. The first one is 4. And the second one is 6. You don't have sound and the picture is frozen. That's no good. Oh. So 4, 6, 8. 4, 6, 8. Okay. Nope, hold on. 4. Come on. Help me out here. 4. 4. No. Okay. It's the Twitch app. Well, yeah, I don't know what the problem would be. I really don't know what the problem would be. We're doing all right on this end. 4, there we go, I see. We just need to wait. Come on, 6. Come on, nope. Come on, mechanics. Game, please. Well, that's horrible. I hate hearing that. It was not affecting everyone, and I don't want to get into the whole discussion about it because it's quite a discussion, but there are a lot of reasons that streams can buffer. They generally have to do with networking. If it's not drop frames, and it's not, I mean, the VOD will be saved on Twitch, it'll be clean. My upload to Twitch is actually working fine. But people who've had buffering have tried a VPN, and then the buffering goes away, suggesting it's a routing problem. Lamia's had some trouble buffering. She got a new modem. Buffering went away. But the same thing was occurring. She was not having this trouble with all streams. So I understand that. I get that. You might be having trouble with my stream and not someone else's stream. And it's still a routing issue. I know, it's crummy. It's crummy. Because it means there's nothing I can do about it. I've tried in the past, when we've we've worked on this with other people who are having buffering issues, streaming to California, Texas, Virginia, even Frankfurt. I streamed directly to the Twitch server in Germany, and it made no difference. And I'm using very simple stream settings. We're going at 2500, which is a very modest bit rate. It's the recommended bit rate. I have not messed with any buffer settings. Everything should be clean. But I realize that some people have had trouble. It's not everyone. The stream itself is okay. You got it? I hope it stays. I'm not even gonna say anything in chat. I don't want to jinx it. But if it's working for you now, Addy, I'm glad. Chemical formula. This formula is the description of what happens to soldiers' lungs when they inhale chlorine gas. Chlorine gas reacts with water in the lungs to produce hydrochloric acid, creating horrendous burns. Yeah, the frames are solid. It just rips me up a little bit to hear that people are having trouble with the stream. If you think there's anything I can do, let me know. But we've kind of been over this. I've got some a lot of reference posts from Twitch admins. Twitch routing from A to B can be a mess sometimes. So I realize you could have trouble with my stream and not with someone else's. It doesn't actually mean there's anything I can do, though. But if you think there's something I can do, let me know. We've just kind of done the rounds already. So even if you have a lot of bandwidth and the stream is not at a very high bandwidth, you might still have buffering issues for lots of different reasons. Lots of different reasons. Maybe if I play Bloodborne. Yeah, I mean, generally, people don't report trouble. I think on Friday and Saturday, must have been dozens of people in chat, and nobody had any trouble. We're using the same settings tonight. But I know it stinks. I'm really sorry if you're having trouble with the stream. Could always drop the bit rate a little bit for the next stream, go down to 2250. We're streaming at 2250 a little while ago, a week or two ago. And I did bump it up to 2500. And it's been good.
Revealed to her that her father, an eminent scientist, had been kidnapped by Baron von Dorf, who was eager to use scientific advances in warfare. Anna set out in pursuit of the Baron and encountered Emil and Freddy. Destiny brought them together. They had survived the enemy's wrath, their gunfire, bombardments, gas attacks. Now, with her father within reach, Anna wasn't going to let him slip away.
mademoiselle. Mademoiselle, je vois pas, mademoiselle.
Virgin Mary statuette and case. A case containing a statuette of the Virgin Mary, another example of trench art. To overcome their boredom, soldiers would set to work transforming anything that came to hand. Unexploded ammunition, empty cartridges, and shell debris were all turned into day-to-day items and put to a more pacifist use. Wow. Carl! Life and death of the Zeppelin. The Zeppelin was effective at the start of the war, and in 1915, London suffered over 50 Zeppelin raids before the Royal Navy Air Service intervened. The craft's weak spot was obviously its hydrogen-filled balloon. Hydrogen is lighter than air, hence its value to aviation. However, it is also highly inflammable, and the slightest spark sent the craft plummeting spectacularly groundward in a ball of flames. Of the 92 craft used during the war, 68 were destroyed. Facial disfiguration. By 1918, there were 20 million war wounded. 20 million. All countries included. Roughly 70% of injuries came from shrapnel, and only 1% from bayonets. Facial injuries could result in having a jaw, nose, or eyes removed, but progress in surgery saved and patched up many victims of facial disfigurement and amputation, of which there were 200,000 post-war. Letter from a soldier. Dear Emma, we are on the retreat. Our position is untenable. Don't worry, I'm still in good health. We're going to leave Reims to the enemy. Reims is a beautiful city. I hope all is well at home and you're taking good care of our parents. I hope the prisoners are working properly for you. See you soon, Siegfried. Whoa. Good boy. C'est bien. dart. These darts were dropped onto trenches from zeppelins or aircraft. I hope not. I sure hope not, Weirwoo. I hope not. Due to the velocity on impact, their heavy tips were capable of piercing through anything between them and the ground, including helmets and soldiers' skulls. Well, that's some morbid creativity right there. Yeah, I've never finished the game. Weirwoo, I've never finished the game. Oh God! Come on. That's horrible. Jesus, that's horrible. Come on, all the way. There we go. That was harsh. I wonder if that actually had to happen that way. Did we have to drop it back on him twice? I hope not. I'd like to think I just screwed that up somehow.
Courage, Nibon. Voilà. Voilà, Sia. Allez, courage. Courage, Nibon. Voilà. Voilà, Sia. Allez, courage.
Il est en vie. Il est avec le général. Lave.
Carl, tiens bon.
Stay with us, Carl. Stay with us. I have not gotten this far, so can't answer any questions about what happens to the dog or anyone. Not at this point.
What? Whoa. Get away, boy. Whoa. Shoot, go. Whoa.
I see the collectible down there, but it seems like I can't
Hey, whoa.
can't send the dog after it. Maybe we'll end up back down there.
Whoa. Go. Good eye.
Sterilizing solution. Soldiers drew water directly from rivers and streams, but because of the rats and decomposing corpses, river and stream water brought a major threat of disease. Soldiers used a variety of products to disinfect water before drinking it, but the best solution was to boil it up. Come here, dog. Come here.
What? What? Oh, good boy.
Oh, good boy. Good boy. Well, that worked well. Okay, okay, fine.
Whoa! Get away!
Yeah, let's get another one here. Is there something over this way? That was the bridge.
What? Allez. Whoa!
Oh, what do we have over there? No, of course you can't get that. What have I done? Hold on. You didn't give the dog the dynamite, or?
Hey,
I
whoa!
thought we gave the dog the dynamite.
Whoa! Go now! Hey, what? Yeah, boy. Good boy.
Good boy.
Whoa!
I guess we'll throw it in the fire. Maybe that'll work. Right? I mean, it is. You can't. Come on. Come on. I mean, come on. Just come on.
Whoa! Go! Get out of here!
Hey, dog, come here. Dog, come on, please. Take it.
Hey!
No, I don't think we have to use it back here, but I'm just backtracking for a sec, taking a look. That was the bridge. No. No, no. Now it blows up. Now it blows up.
Whoa! Shoot! Whoa!
Actually, no. You take this. You take that.
Good boy.
You take that.
Hey, whoa! Get away, boy! Allez, oui.
I was gonna say, don't leave us here, guy. You've got the cutters. You've got the cutters. I smell the Baron. Oh, yes. That's possible. That is possible.
What? Allez. Oui,
Okay. Alright, down on the platform.
Hey, what?
Is that really not possible? It still looks like it might be possible, but what would it rest in? The tree? No. Yes. Maybe. Bro. Okay. Sort of. Sort of. Okay. Dynamite mechanics. Alright. So, we cast the flag on fire, but we can't throw dynamite onto that platform? Not sure that makes sense, but is there some good reason we can't put dynamite on that platform? I don't see it. Let's try throwing dynamite at it when it's over in the fire, I guess. Doesn't feel right either, though. No. Any thoughts? Any thoughts? Any thoughts? What are we doing here? Three sticks of dynamite. Come on, just ignite them. Ignite them all the way over. Nothing. Still can't go by. Anyone got a tip here? What do you think? We could look for, go for a hint, but let's see. Oh, really? Aren't we past that? Aren't we past that? No, not the dog. Not the dog. Dog's good. Dog's good. The tip was a lie. It gave us a hint for something we passed, as far as I can tell. Or not? Is that rope still up? Is there a rope back here? Not cut?
What?
Yeah, no clue. Well, me neither. Me neither. Unlock this hint. Yes, fire. That's cute. Very cute. We've got that on fire already. Thank you. That might actually be it if we just get the angle right. Set it on fire, move it back, and very quickly throw some dynamite at it. I'll try that again. Come on, all the way. Hurry up. Yeah, you got one more for me? Cool. What do you got? I mean, come on. We've been trying that. We've been trying that. That was the most obvious thing, and we've been trying that. Could you let it happen, please? Come on, up now! Hey now, come on. Finally. Sorry about that. Wrong buttons. Finally. Finally.
Ça va aller.
For the type of game this is, that was pretty picky about the angle and position.
Victory had a bittersweet taste for Anna. Carl, seriously wounded, had been sent to a POW camp. Anna's father had disappeared with Baron von Dorf, and Emil was court-martialed for desertion. Cited for his bravery in Reims, Emil was fortunately pardoned and set free. Free to go back to the front.
Free to go back to the front.
February 21st, 1916. Winter had descended on the front. After joining back up with the army, Emil and Freddy were stationed near Verdun, suffering like many others from the harsh winter. That morning, the arrival of the mail raised spirits, but Marie's letter did not bring good news. In Saint-Miel, food was scarce, disease was rife, and the number of dead was growing. Out of this grim news, however, there was one ray of light. A photo of his grandson, Victor, standing on both feet and learning to walk.
Don't worry, friend.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. When we were talking about it before, when Addy was coming in having trouble and Pone was having some trouble, there were no frames dropping. There are frames dropping now. So that could be part of it. That's miserable. Yeah, stupid technology. I'm just turning to watch the stats here. Oh man, I think the stream just dropped and came back. What is it doing? Yeah, something's wrong. Something is very wrong. Ugh. It's just going nuts. It's going nuts. Okay, here's what we're going to do.